Oh, baby. That's what Daddy like. Hey, cheers. How you do, Buckers? How the heck are you? So I've got another one, the second of three from Hungry Hollow. So I'm going to look at the bottle here just for a second. I did spill a little bit, as you can see there, as I poured. I tend to try to pour aggressively, but it got away from me. Anyways, Imperial Porter. I think it says, what does that say? On Imperial Porter, Deep Winter Cash, 9%. Dark roasted specialty Belgian and chocolate malt, a smidge of cold brew coffee, finished with a mild hop burst. Goodness, I can't speak. Well, let's try that again, shall we? One more time. Cut and action. Dark roasted specialty Belgian and chocolate malt, a smidge of cold brew coffee, finishing with a mild hop burst. See, I got it on take two. Anyways, I digress. Finished with a mild outburst, crafted in our wood-fired steam brew house in Southwest Missouri, so Hungry Hollow. Okay, we put that there. I do want to read just a little bit. It turned out that I didn't realize at the time. I got a message from Joe Zuka, the head brewer out there, and I didn't realize it. I wasn't putting it together. I actually met Joe a couple of years ago when I first started working for Saddlebach, and when he was the head brewer at Bike Rack. So anyway, he gives me a little bit of a personal message, but he does mention some ingredients. They said they weren't able to get all the ingredients on the label. So in addition to what I just read, uh, as for the Imperial Porter, we ran out of room for all the ingredients on the label. So ingredients are Citra Mosaic hops, which is very interesting for an Imperial Porter. It's almost like a tropical porter kind of thing. Anyway, dark Belgian malt, cold brew coffee, chocolate, cacao, maple syrup, brown sugar, and the kitchen sink. Yeah, I can see that. Featured hops on the IIPA are Waimea, Mosaic, Citra, and Cascade. I'll get to that Imperial IPA later. But after the Saison, I thought about going to the Imperial IPA, but I wanted to have this Imperial Porter. I don't know if I'll get to the IPA later today or have to save that one for tomorrow. But I really wanted to get to one more today. So anyways, hey, I want to thank Joe Zuka for giving me a holler back, man. They just shared my video. I did the live video, and he shared my video to the Hungry Hollow website. I was kind of proud of that. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so let's get serious for a second. Tom, be serious. Can you be serious, Tom? So I guess these nice dark chocolate notes on the nose. I'm feeling more big chocolate and some coffee than those, tropical hop notes. To be honest with you, but oh, biscuits. You know what? I got to be honest with you. I was so impressed with that saison, and I got to admit that the saison really isn't my favorite style. That one just, and I cringed last night when I bought it because I was tired. I just wanted to go home, but I wanted something different. I wanted something special, but it was a little pricier than I intended on spending that night. And after tasting it, okay, I can see why they get that price where it really is that good. And now tasting this Imperial Porter, 9%. The Saison was 8. This is 9. I think the Imperial IPA is 10.5. I got to be honest with you, man. The folks at Hungry Hollow have came to play. They, yeah, man. I do. I kind of maintain what I said during my first video, is I feel like that they're going for this hill farmstead kind of vibe. They're doing beer that you don't expect in a particular region or in a particular area. Cassville, there's really nothing there, to be honest with you. It's not, it's on the way to someplace maybe, but where this particular brewery is even off the beaten path. Uh, in Cass, um, I leave Springfield Monday mornings and head for Benton County, Arkansas. I pass through Cassville and I pass it coming back. But other than that, there's just not a lot going on. The fact that they've got a brewery coming up of this caliber is just amazing to me. I'd wondered about Joe. I had some folks. I heard rumors. Someone had told me he was going to open up a brewery in Seligman, and maybe they meant to say Cassville, but they said Seligman. So I'd been looking out. But when I heard about that one opening up, I really didn't realize it was Joe that was the brewmaster out there until he sent me that personal message today. I didn't put that together for some reason that it was Joe that I'd met a couple years back. Of course, it had been a couple years ago. Like I said, I'd only been with Saddlebach about 2 months when I met Joe, and he was only with Bike Rack a very short time after that. I did kind of wonder though, because Bike Rack seemed to flounder a bit after he left, and then they hired Josiah Moody to come down, and they've changed a lot since then. And Josiah Moody has taken it a whole other way. But uh, I'm glad Joe found a place, where he could do what he wanted to do in the first place. It's clear that he is a top tier brewmaster. There is no doubt. I didn't have much doubt at the time when he gave me a tour of the place, of Bike Rack, working with the equipment he had to work with. But now tasting that saison early in this Imperial poured it out. Damn. I hate to do videos where that seem gushing or seem like a love letter to the brewer or the brewery, but sometimes it just is what it is, man. This is an absolutely brilliant beer. I said with that saison, I don't know that I've ever had a better saison. This one is brilliant. I mean, it is. I don't know what classification you put this in. I guess anything that's not barley malt is an adjunct. So I guess technically you look at cocoa and brown sugar and everything else as an adjunct. But for a porter that adds other ingredients, let's just say, I don't know that I've ever had one better. This thing is amazing. I would love to see this. I swear to goodness, I would love to see this barrel aged. If not barrel aged, I mean, have it just sit on some oak. Take some oak chunks or spirals or whatever. Take some Missouri white and some French oak maybe, and just age it on that, and that would be absolutely gorgeous. I gotta tell you, this beer is beyond brilliant, just like the other one. It's smooth. What's great about this, I mean, of course, the aromas are spectacular. The flavors are spectacular. But what you also have is that mouthfeel, the texture. It's just one of those beers that just feels good all over. It pours beautifully. It's sticky like a good porter should be. Oh, but then it cleans up and dries up in the finish. The beer is just gorgeous. I mean, it is. There is. Good gracious me. Anyways, I'm not going to run any longer. Uh, I feel like I could probably wax philosophical about this all day, but I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist. I accidentally hit stop. Let's try this again. Take two again. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all around good guy. Cheers, y'all. Thanks, Joe.